Okay.
Good morning and good Chodesh is Rosh Chodesh Tammuz.
Rebbe's yard site is on the 3rd.
Couple of days, if you're around.
What are we doing today, Binyana?
Oh, today's an exciting day. We are doing an unboxing. This is a Mahaduras Noah Talmud Bavli Yoma. This is the Koren edition of Yoma. It has some pictures. It's a little different than the art scroll. It has some pictures, yep. So we're doing unboxing on plastic. What do we think so far? Ooh, a nice
Yeah, ooh, I like that frosted finish.
And it's not just like the classic super white that you have in the art scroll. It's more of an off-white, little beige.
Plastic.
No, I'm saying the paper now. And it's
Paper.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, old school red, like that burgundy.
Hey, Ellie, him cutting at 10, whatever it was, didn't help the fact that
We're on video. We're on video.
Okay, well, you messing up.
Millions of fans right now.
My
Shifat's on video now. Ari, you want to come and say hello?
All right, so let's turn over to the
We're
doctor.
on
Let's see what cool pictures. We can compare the pictures that Article has with the pictures that Koren has. Does Article say no? Article has one of these guys.
Strange, right? Well, I'm very excited. How did you know there were pictures?
No, I don't know. I feel like it's rumors.
Pictures are good for especially the audience. By the way, I don't even know if it opens this way or the other way.
Oh, find out.
Oh, hold on. Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you have any feelings about Article versus Koren Gemara, hit the comments.
Koren was the old school, right? Is this the upgraded?
No. They had Sunsino.
Sunsino. It wasn't Koren? Oh, no, you're right. Sunsino.
Yeah. Where it wasn't
Image credits.
Image
Yeah,
credits.
they made it. I actually have.
So the first half of the Sefer is
They completed the set.
just a regular Gemara with Nekudos. Both in Rashi and in the Gemara, but Tosfos is not. Yeah. My grandfather said, I think the correct pronunciation, Rabbi Ritterman said, correct pronunciation is Tosfos. We learned in school, oi. And he says, and the girls say, oh. He says he thinks the correct pronunciation is oh.
This is your grandfather?
Yeah, Rabbi Nechemia Ritterman.
Still alive?
No, he passed away. My oldest Nechemia Chaim is named for him. He was a first grade Rebbe for over
that's
40
actually
years.
a question that I've had for so long. Is the O, the I.
Yeah.
I grew up saying O, but then Yeshiva said I.
Yeah.
My sisters all said O, and I'm only the only boy, so
Yeah.
I get a little influence from them.
Yeah.
Now my
Yeah.
son, my daughter, when they say it together, they're
clash.
oh my God, they're having these fights. Oh no, it's not
Oh,
Moshe,
yeah.
it's Moshe, and I don't even know what to say.
Yeah. It's hard.
When I went to my Rebbe, Rabbi
Yeah.
Bronson, he said, let's go to Rabbi Yashiv, and whatever he says, we'll do.
Really? So you think Rabbi Lasha was still alive at the time?
Yeah, and he said, I.
He said, oi?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But again, you'll have O's and I's all over, and you probably have E's and A's and I's and
Yeah. Hasidim, they say, the E at the end of the word. Okay, so the first half is the Gemara, but if you want to learn Gemara with English, Yodalit, it has the Gemara in the column and then the English on the side.
Can we get a little close up here? So yeah, it's just as you can see, Gemara. Okay.
By the way, I learned in the Peliyayitz yesterday about putting on tefillin and talis before davening, which you're being yaitz.
So yeah, he went to the earlier, and I'm at the later minute, so we're in between the two.
Yeah. Okay, Yodalad 14. Let me find it.
All right.
Finish the first Mishna and the Gemara. I have to find it.
So I'll start while you find it.
Okay, go ahead.
Since only the Kohen Gadol could perform the Yom Kippur service, the sages responsible for the orderly functioning of the temple provided that he should perform much of the daily service during his week of sequestration, a task not commonly assigned to him. Thereby, he would become proficient in the various acts, helping to ensure that he would do them properly on Yom Kippur. So, obviously, during the year, the regular Kohanim are the ones doing the Avodah. Kohen Gadol can do whatever he wants when he wants, but he traditionally doesn't.
So he's just the kind guy.
But we want to make sure that he's accustomed to what he's doing on Yom Kippur, so that when he's up there in front of all
is that like the championship of services?
One could say.
So the whole year he's prepping, or he's mentally preparing. Or is the Kohen Gadol tasked? He's probably tasked with things during the year also.
Great question.
I don't know.
Like, what is he doing during the year?
It's so now you're saying during the 7 days he's doing test runs.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of dry runs, which are the real runs, right? They're the daily avodas, but just normally not done by him. So, Kol Shivas Yamim, Hu Zarek Es Adam. The 7 days that he's sequestered, he's the one throwing the blood for the Talmud offerings, right? Morning and night. Umaktir Sateris, and he's the one who's burning the incense. Umeitivas Aniris, and he prepares the lamps for the menorah, right? Takes off the old wicks from the lamps, puts in new ones. Umakirvis Aroish Vesarega, and he's going to be the one offering the head and the hind leg of the Talmud offering. Ushar Kol Yamim Imratzel Hakre. All the other days of the year, if the Kohen Gadol wishes to offer any sacrifice on the altar, he may offer it. Shekayin Gadol Makir failed to Reish. He's the one who gets, first dibs on any sacrifice he wishes. The night of Reish, and he also likewise has the first right to take any portion of the sacrificial foods from the parts of sacrifices that are designated for the Kohanim to eat. Some of the ones, right, like a shlamim, right, Kohanim got a part of it. And also, so Note 11 says, the sacrificial portions eaten by Kohanim are divided among the members of the base of serving that day, though they may give portions to other Kohanim if they so choose. The Kohen Gadol may, however, select for himself any choice portion he wishes, even if he did not participate in the avodah of that sacrifice. Okay.
That's the perks, right?
Yeah, he's got definitely perks of being a Kohen Gadol. The question really is, as you asked before, what are the responsibilities of a Kohen Gadol throughout the year? Mm-hmm. Are there things besides Yom Kippur that he must do? Is he like an officer of sorts?
Right. I have a quote, and here's something funny. Not funny, but like the backup plan, right? They know at any point this vice president could become the president. You think they're like, no, you take first too. Like they're nice to him before anything happens.
You're saying the regular kind to the VP?
To the sequester, to the backup kind. They're like getting into his good graces. Like, no, go ahead.
Because ultimately, whenever the Kohen Gadol wants to take something, he could then give it to them, right? So you do want to be on his good side.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah. So they're like, no, you're just a regular client. But he's like, yeah, but I'm the backup client. By the way, I'm also assuming that.
Wait, hold on. This Mishna is talking about the Kohen Gadol.
Right? Yeah, I'm assuming the backup Kohen Gadol is just a regular Kohen until he's not.
Yeah.
Do you think he does the dry runs too?
Skan Kohen Gadol. He probably.
Who said he's a skan? No one said he's a skan.
I made up that title.
Yeah, he's just a.
Where'd that come from? Skan Kohen Gadol?
Maybe there is something called a skan Kohen Gadol.
Feel
Question 2 for Yitzi.
Feel like there is. I've heard of it.
I think I've heard of it. Because I've heard of Skan Manal.
Oh, we've all had the Skan Manal.
Yeah.
The guy who, really loves his position. A Sagan Manal loves the Sagan Manal position more than the Manal, I think.
Yeah. Chaim Blumenkranz just joined us. What do you think, Chaim? The Sagan Manal?
I think he takes it more seriously than the Manal himself.
Oh, yeah. Because the Manal is like, Sagan Manal is like, he always has to...
prove himself that one day he's got to become Manal.
If you want to be the Manal, you gotta, play.
Step it up. Like Rabbi Morgenstern and Dorothy.
Yeah. This is on live camera. I'm not editing this.
You're not editing it?
Oh, you're saying he delivers. He brings
First
it
of all,
each and every day.
and I think at this point, he is Manal, by the way. He is. He went from Rebbe. Did you have him in 5th grade?
I didn't.
I didn't. What did I have, Rebbe? What did I have?
I love seeing that. I love seeing someone progress through the system. Becomes Manal, Rebbe. First there's like a system Rebbe, then a Rebbe, Skan, Manal.
I'm blinking. Rebbe Fish.
I just met him recently.
Oh,
He went through. No, he's the last 16 years, he's been in monk. 16 years.
So that's what I'm saying. Moving up,
He married Zlotowitz.
All right.
From the art school family. Oh.
Beautiful Mishnah. What does Koren have to say about it?
Interesting. It doesn't have numbers next to the in here it's numbers. The footnotes are based off of numbers. Yeah. It has letters. But then,
letter system.
When I look at the letters in the notes, there are no letters. maybe the letters are like for something else. I don't know. I'm trying to learn it, but also trying to figure out the Gemara.
Do you see
How it
live
works?
from?
No. Oh, we do sometimes when we need donations, but right now we're overfloated. Guys, too many people are donating to the Rabbi Teddy Newman Shul. Just take a break for a week, and then in 1 week we'll pick it back up. There was too many.
How many more people down with the
I don't know what
million?
to do with the money, but
How
Yeah.
many more people today down with the million?
I think about that, also about the Minion Factory in Cedarhurst. How many more people are davening with the Minion as a result of that place?
Many.
Many, right? I'm jealous of the Schusim.
Did anyone say Bracha today?
No, all Yuchai. Beautiful Mishna. Okay, take me through the Gemara a bit.
Okay, do you want to try Koren edition of the Gemara?
Yeah, but it's hard. Okay, Mantana. Who is the Tana of the Mishnah? Amar Rav Chizda. The Loik Rabbi Akiva. It's not in accordance with Rabbi Akiva. The Rabbi Akiva, because if it was Rabbi Akiva, Ha'amar, he said, Tahar shenafla alav hazah timatu. Echi aved avoida. Didn't Rabbi Akiva say with regard to a ritually pure person, and upon whom a sprinkling of purification water fell, it renders him impure? This is based on the enigmatic principle. Too fancy. It's too fancy.
Enigmatic, it's like puzzling, you know?
Talking about like, I'm so used to the flow of this that it's hard. This is good.
In a way, if you think about it, this kind of makes sense. Like here you're Hebrew to English, Hebrew to English.
Yeah.
Here you could just read it a flow. So maybe you want to pick a language. Let's go through it.
Okay.
Try to make a leaning on
I
it.
have to break my
fully,
teeth a little bit.
But I
Is
like
that
how it
what
puts
you're
it in paragraphs.
Yeah.
So let's do one paragraph with the Hebrew.
Okay, fine.
Just read it.
Fine.
Then, if we know it, we don't.
Ta'amar,
Go with
Tahar
the
shenafla alav hazaha. Someone who's tar that falls on it.
the hazah, the sprinkling of the paraduma ashes. When a person is matama mace and they want to become tired, they have to get the mechapes, right? The sprinkling the water of the ashes of the paraduma, it makes them tahar.
Yeah.
So there's this weird concept that the kohen who mixes it
Unusual.
becomes tamei himself. Like what?
Oh, really?
You're about to make this whole purification process, and then when he becomes tamei, that's what's very puzzling about this whole idea of the paraduma. The kohen who officiates becomes tamei.
So he's tahar, and he is mitahar somebody with the purification water, and now he becomes tamei. So Rabbi Kiva, the high priest is sprinkled with purification water on each of the 7 days of his sequestering due to the possibility that he was impure with the impurity imparted by a corpse. However, it's possible. So it's not the water that makes him tummy, it's that he might have become tummy, no?
Yeah, so now we're worried like this. Let's say a guy has to come to the Beis Mikdash to get purified with the Mechapis waters, right? But now, according to Rabbi Kiva, according to Rabbi Kiva, the kohen who officiates that service, if you're tahar, you actually become tamei. So then how could he do it? Because then he's going to become tamei, but he's not going to be fit for the avodah on Yom Kippur, because we're within 7 days, and it takes 7 days to become pure. So, this Tana of the Mishnah who just said that the kohen gadol has to do everything. How could he do everything if you become tamei? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, I will say it doesn't specifically say that in the Mishnah, but it does say that you should do everything.
The Tanya was taught in a brayso of Haza Hatar al Hatame, and the pure person will sprinkle it upon the impure person. This emphasis that he sprinkles the water upon the impure person comes to teach that if he sprinkled on the ritually impure person, that person becomes pure. But if he sprinkled on the pure person, that person becomes ritually impure. That's what Rabbi Kiva says. And the Rabbanan say these matters are stated to teach that it's considered sprinkling only if it's performed on items susceptible to impurity. Whereas if the water was sprinkled on items not susceptible to impurity, it is not considered sprinkled.
Yeah, so what it also says here is that Rameir taught above that every day the kohen gadol was sequestered, he was sprinkled with the purification waters of the paraduma. I was saying before that he's doing the avodah in some way.
Oh, yeah.
It's saying here that he was sprinkled with these waters. Kohen Gadol was, in all probability, tahor all along. Nevertheless, to absolutely ensure his tahor, these waters were applied to him as an extra measure of sanctity.
And according to Rabbi Akiva, that would be
But according to
bad.
Rabbi Akiva, however, needless sprinkling would render an already tahor person tameh.
Like it's the reverse. He has an inverse. He says it has an inverse relationship.
Thus, in Rabbi Akiva's view, the Kohen Gadol during the days of his festivals would be presumed tameh and unfit to perform the sacrificial services.
So I can see why the Tan of the Mishnah is not Rabbi Akiva.
Right. And that's what our Gemara is trying to say.
We'll stop here, 15 minutes, and we'll pick it back up tomorrow. Yudalid Amud Aleph. That was our.
I should take a little salt.
Is that what it does?
If you tap that.
Okay. Oh, I got it.
Yeah, you definitely have it. Alright. I got it. I think we got it.